Take a look at the smartphone in your hand. Look at the glow of the screen, the invisible waves of data, the sheer processor power at your fingertips. Now, imagine all of it is gone. Not just your phone, but the very concept of electricity, the roar of engines, and the endless digital noise of the 21st century. It is the year 2026, but the sky is crystal clear, not a single jet stream in sight. The streets are silent, replaced by the rustle of ancient forests and the rhythmic pace of a world that never learned how to burn coal. Humanity never harnessed steam, never shackled the electron, and never industrialized the planet. It's hard to fathom, isn't it? But tonight, we are traveling to the ultimate crossroads of human existence. Welcome to the world of infinite autumn, where the Industrial Revolution never happened. This is the Fate Flip history. I am your chronicler, and today we are stopping the clocks forever. Would we fall into the dark without technology, or would we finally find our souls in the silence? Let's flip the coin.
Your history books tell you that 1712 was the year that changed everything. When Thomas Newcomen pumped water using the first practical steam engine, humanity moved from muscle to machine. But in our archive tonight, that machine fails. The prototype explodes in a violent burst of iron and water. The investors, terrified by the cost and the danger, walk away. The age of steam dies in its cradle. Now, watch the dominoes fall. No steam means no factories. No factories means the great migration to the cities never occurs. London, New York, and Istanbul never become the concrete titans we know today. Instead, the world remains a tapestry of self-sufficient towns and quiet, majestic villages. Here at the Fate Flip History, we want you to realize one thing. No industry means no middle class, no labor unions, no modern democracy as we know it. The social hierarchy remains frozen in a time of kings and peasants. Is it a simpler life? Certainly. But is it a freer one? That is where the mystery begins.
Here is a pattern interrupt that might shock you. Without the Industrial Revolution, the era of global empires never truly begins. Think about it. Why did the British Empire conquer half the globe? They needed raw materials for their factories and markets for their products. No factories? No need for global conquest. In this flipped reality, India remains a land of majestic Maharajas. The Americas are a collection of agrarian republics and vast indigenous territories. Africa is not carved up by the rulers of Europe. But there is a catch, and it's a heavy one. Because industrial weapons were never invented, we never see the horrors of World War I or World War II. No tanks, no mustard gas, no nuclear shadows. A world without the big war sounds like a paradise, right? But wait. In a world without mass-produced penicillin, a simple infection is still a death sentence. Does the silence of this world still sound so sweet? Walk with me through the streets of an industrial-free 2026. In the heart of Paris, you can look up and see the Milky Way, because light pollution is a term that doesn't exist. The scent of wood smoke and damp earth replaces the metallic tang of exhaust fumes. People wear wool and silk that lasts a lifetime. There are no fast fashion landfills here, but notice the pace. Everything moves at the speed of a horse. News from across the ocean takes months, not milliseconds. Life is local, deeply, intensely local. You know every face in your village, but the next city is a land of legends. We often think technology made the world smaller, but in this infinite autumn, the world is vast, mysterious, and terrifyingly large again. Are we more connected to each other when we have no screens? Or are we more alone in the vast silence of the woods? Don't mistake this for a primitive world. Human brilliance does not stop. It simply pivots. In this timeline, we didn't master fire and iron. We mastered wind, water, and wood. Imagine massive wooden wind ships that glide across the Atlantic like floating palaces, or complex clockwork computers, towering brass machines that calculate the stars without a single drop of electricity. This is a natural tech world. A world where Leonardo da Vinci's sketches actually became reality because our attention was never stolen by the noise of coal. But here is the ultimate question, and I want you to really consider this. Without the industrial pressure to exploit every resource, did we treat the Earth better? Or did we just find slower ways to destroy it? Some of you might think this is a dream world. But remember, in this reality, you wouldn't be watching the fate flip history on a screen. You would be hearing this tale from a traveler's handwritten scroll by the flicker of a dying candle. We have flipped the coin, and the massive iron gears of our modern world have finally ground to a halt. In this archive, we have traded our smartphones for starlight. We have sacrificed our frantic speed for a profound, heavy stillness. It is a world of breathtaking beauty, unpolluted, quiet, and ancient. But it is also a world of brutal simplicity, where nature is once again the undisputed master of man. But as we prepare to close this particular vault, I want you to look at your screen one last time. Feel the warmth of the device in your hand.
This glowing rectangle is a miracle of 1 billion industrial ghosts. Yet it is also the chain that binds you to a world that never sleeps. Is the infinite autumn we've explored, with its wood smoke, its horse-drawn dreams, and its vast, unexplored distances, truly better than our digital winter? Or is the chaotic, exhausting noise of the machine age simply the price we must pay for the miracle of being heard across the globe? Perhaps our technology hasn't just built cities. Perhaps it has built the only bridge that allows a soul in Berlin to speak to a soul in Tokyo in the blink of an eye.
The archives of the fate flip history are never truly closed. They do not live on a server, but in the questions you dare to ask in the dark, the debate. If a door opened before you right now, a gateway to a world where 1712 never ended, would you walk through it? Would you keep your modern life with all its medical safety, its instant knowledge, and its crushing stress? Or would you step into that quiet agrarian world forever, knowing you would never see a screen again? Many of our viewers from Germany often highlight the value of Entschleunigung, the delicate art of slowing down, of reclaiming one's time from the jaws of the machine. Is this world of infinite autumn the ultimate version of that liberation? Or is it a beautiful leafy trap that would leave us shivering in the cold? Go to the comments. Do not just answer, challenge the narrative. Defend your reality or embrace the flip. If you felt the weight of the silence today, if you felt the ghost of a world that might have been, hit the like button and let your mark be known in our records. Subscribe to the Fate Flip History to ensure you are here for the next revelation. Our library is endless. Our curiosity is a flame that never dies. And the next coin is already spinning in the air. I am your chronicler, standing between the world you know and the ones we lost. Until the next flip.